Alright. Good morning, delicious peeps. So, magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. Kamusta kayo dyan? Ito yung first podcast natin dito sa ating channel na TheLucios Podcast, yeah? So, ano ba yung unang topic na tatalakayin natin ngayon? Ito ay simpleng mga realidad lang naman, no? Simpleng realidad sa kung ano talaga yung buhay, ano yung kalagayan ng mga OFW, mga Pilipino nagtatrabaho sa ibang bansa. So, nag-isip ako ng 5 mga positibong bagay or mga advantages, and then 5 other disadvantages, or let's say downside ng pagiging isang OFW, which is I think kulang kung 5 lang, no? Kasi madaming kang pwedeng maisip na positibo or benefits and advantages, and also there's a lot of other disadvantages as well on the other hand. And gusto ko lang mag-isip muna or ibahagi sa inyo muna yung 5 sa mga to. So, ano-ano nga ba yan? Well, darating tayo dyan. Una sa lahat, simulan natin. Just a little background about myself. So, I am a United Kingdom registered nurse for like more than 2 years now. And dumating ako dito sa UK end of June 2017. And I was with my batchmates, two other Filipinos from the south of the Philippines, Kurt and Marvin. And until now, we are living in the same place together with my wife, who just arrived more than a year ago. And so far, everything's good. Yeah, I'm happy in general, I would say. So, going back to my career, I was a dialysis nurse in the Philippines for like 4 years, practicing as a dialysis nurse for 4 years, from a junior staff to a senior one. Then I had the opportunity na mag-upgrade or mag-level up yung ating practice doon in dialysis, in the field of dialysis. And then, nung dumating ako rito sa UK, I was hired. Actually, before coming here, I was already hired. I passed the interview back home through Oman Phil, through the help of course, the staff of Oman Phil. And I was hired there by a staff or a junior sister, a Filipina junior sister in Adam Brooks, who is known to be a little tough, I would say. But yeah, she hired me as a dialysis nurse. Naalala ko parang 2 lang kaming nakapasa nun sa panel nila. It's just there were like 4 panels of interviewers, and then each panel 4 panels, so that means 4 groups. So each panel was consisted of like 2 people, I think. And the panel who interviewed me, one of them was a Filipina, and then the other one is a British sister. All of them were nurses, are nurses, still nurses. So yeah, I was hired as a dialysis nurse, and 2 lang kaming nakapasa nun actually. I think each panel will interview like 15 to 20 people. So yeah, 2 lang kami nakapasa sa kanila. And yeah, I was hired as a dialysis nurse, and I'm meant to be working as a dialysis nurse upon arriving here in the UK. But they thought my practice back home is not doing much of patient contact. So she said, okay, ilagay muna kita sa ward, okay, para you can just re-establish your patient contact, your patient, or try to hone your skills again in building rapport, which is for me, yeah, okay. So she said, do that until you get your PIN. So I said, okay, that's no problem at all, especially nasa Philippines pa ako nun, parang makarating ka lang ng abroad, okay na yun, masaya ka na nun, di ba? But yeah, what happened was, upon arriving here, nag-start ako working on the ward sa Department of Medicine for elderly people. Department of Medicine for elderly people, so geriatric ward basically. And yeah, I worked there for until after I got my UK registration pin. I just stayed there for a year because I opted not to move to dialysis facility, which is too far from our place, from our house here. So I just thought there's a lot of other reasons that I considered. Kaya I just stayed sa DME, and I just thought that's another opportunity for me to develop my skills to really understand kung ano ba yung paano ba magtrabaho sa ward, because I never worked on the ward back home and I never dreamed to work on the ward. That's why saludo ako sa mga nurses na nagtatrabaho sa ward, kasi I know people, I have friends of course working on the ward, general hospitals, major hospitals in Metro Manila. So alam ko yung hirap na isang nurse handle ka. You're gonna look after 30, 60, 50 patients in a shift, which is parang very heroic. Literally, I would say that's very heroic kasi hindi birong trabaho yon, buhay yung hawak mo. Parang, alam mo yon, isang buong classroom yung katapat mo. Classroom ng public school na mga not at their best health condition. So, sa'yo nakasalala yung buhay nila, ika nga. So, ang mga nurses naman, may iba't ibang mga practices yan. Yung iba talagang they have the passion and everything. They want patient contact. But me personally, I'm on the technical side. That is why, going back to the idea of working in DME, I said, bakit hindi ko itry ito? Isa pa, marami ding opportunity or advantages if you are skilled enough to work on the ward, like doing bank shifts. So, but yeah, now moving forward, I'm now working as an anesthetic practitioner, nurse anesthetic practitioner, and I've been doing it now for roughly a year. Yeah, a little over a year. Yeah, just yesterday. No, the other day. So for a year now, and I'm enjoying it. Um, this is a more technical practice of nursing, and I enjoy it more than working on the ward, which is completely different. But as I said, um, nurses, my colleagues working on the ward, they're awesome. They're they're amazing, really, because napakahirap. It's very difficult. I mean, yung tipong hindi ka makaupo, hindi ka makatayo, ano, hindi ka makaupo, pero kung uupo ka, meron ka pa rin kailangan gawing documentations, which is somehow computerized naman. So, medyo hindi ganun sobrang hirap. But still, yung mental exhaustion, yun yung medyo mahirap dun eh. Physical exhaustion is quite manageable, beneficial pa nga sa katawan natin, no? Pero minsan yung mentally and psychologically exhausted ka na, it takes lots of effort to do that. But anyway, too much stories about that. So, yeah, I would say working as a nurse and as an OFW here in the UK for 2 years now is an amazing experience. It's quite a rewarding and a humbling experience to be an OFW, and but I know may ups and downs, and I'm sure many OFWs will agree to that. So let's start off with the ups and downs of working here in the UK, or ups rather. Let's start with ups. Kung ano ba yung mga positibo or mga advantages or benefits. So I thought of like these 5 key ideas or key things that I would say are the advantages or the ups of working here. Then later we'll move to the downs, or yung mga hindi masyadong kahali-hali na tama ba yung term ko? Yung hindi masyadong interesting, let's say. So for the ups, number 1, working as an OFW abroad, that gives you an opportunity, to grow more, to become better in what you're doing. Nag-level up ka, ika nga. So, sa lahat ng aspeto, posible yun. I mean, yun ang sitwasyon. So meron kang new learning, new experiences that brings your skill, or those experiences will bring your skills to the higher level, to a higher level of practice, higher level of degree. So hindi yan nag-a-apply sa mga professional OFWs lang, or white collars or blue collars. Hindi yan nag-a-apply sa ating mga nurses lang. Hindi yan nag-a-apply sa mga doktor lang, mga guro or teacher. Nag-a-apply yan maski sa mga kapwa nating OFW who are doing practical jobs, I would say. Ang sinatawag ko nga dyan they are the ones performing life skills. So yung mga kasama nating OFW, yung mga kapwa natin na OFW who are doing or performing life skills, sila din naman nagle-level up din, which is one of the advantages. So let's say for me, for instance, I am working, if I would work as a dialysis nurse back home, though medyo nung mga company pinagtrabahoan ko naman sa Pilipinas is hindi naman sila nahuhuli when it comes to equipment and system. They keep on improving up to now, I know. And I'm very proud of those institutions that I worked with, that I was part of. So I know they keep on innovating. They have the latest machines, dialysis machines on earth available in the market. But working in a first world country like this, personally, I would say, yung system yung medyo mas naiiba or outstandingly different. So yung system, yun yung medyo malaking learning doon, no? Yung advantage doon. So when you go abroad, you put yourself in a new environment, new system, which is, and you are part of it. So that is the benefit for yourself. And yung mga, yun naman mga kapwa natin OFW na nagtatrabaho doing practical jobs. So sila naman, kung dati, let's say, if they are like housekeeper, nagpa-plancha or naghuhugas sila ng plato manually at naglalaba ng damit manually, at least nagkakaroon sila ng oportunidad, or pagdating nila sa abroad, medyo nag-a-advance din yung practice nila, which is in a way na nakakagamit sila ng mga more advanced equipment or household equipment na at least na-experience nila yan, di ba? Which is also an advantage. And tingin ko, I mean, well, I don't have much idea about working abroad as a practical worker or life skills performer or worker. But still, it's a different new experience, new environment, isn't it? So that is just one for the apps or the advantages. Ikalawa, so as I said, new environment. Excuse me. So new environment. This is on and off the workplace. So kagaya dito sa amin sa Cambridge, in the UK, medyo less polluted siya actually. But of course, it depends kung nasa city ka or kung nasa province ka. So dito sa UK, sa Cambridge, hindi siya masyadong polluted. Though my nose, this amazing nose, is very sensitive to any odor or smell. Talagang naamoy ko kagad yung konting, kahit hindi mo man siya makita sa hangin, yung amoy ng tambucho, naamoy ko siya talaga. Very sensitive ako dun sa mga ganung bagay. As soon as possible, ayoko nakakaamoy ng ganun maski ng mga cigarette smoke. I'm trying to avoid them. But the idea is they are far less polluted. It is far less polluted here in this part of this country compared to where I worked before back home, which is Metro Manila. But of course, if you compare that to London, it's not very different at all in general. Pero yeah, especially sa London, pag nasa tube ka, grabe yung usok doon. I mean, makikita mo talaga gray yung air sa loob ng tube minsan, in which many people are not bothered with those kind of environment. But pag ako pumupunta doon, pag uwi ko, maglinis ka ng ilong mo, kulay black, which is hindi rin naman naiiba kung nakatira ka sa Metro Manila, no? Actually, worse pa nga kasi yung tube doon, I mean, hindi ko masyadong sa Pilipinas, hindi ko masyadong experience yung ganun. Na pag maglilinis ka ng nose mo, dark na dark. Pag maglilinis ako ng tenga, oo, dark siya. Pero yung ilong mo, as in, mas malupit pa dun sa tube. Kasi, anyway, too much of the tube. So yeah, less pollution in general in some part of the country. Siguro na kung nasa, let's say, New Zealand ka or Iceland or iba pang countries na more environmentally friendly or environmentally conscious. And also, let's say, I would say better transportation, no? Though in this part of this country, kailangan meron kang sasakyan sarili, mas conveniente. But public transport, naalala ko sa Bulacan kasi ako nakatira sa atin, no? Sa Pilipinas. Pagka pupunta ako ng Metro Manila, luluwas ako when I was working there, or if I need to go to Metro Manila for whatever reason, I need to take the bus. And sa bus, I mean, sabi nga nila, papasok ka pa lang mukha ka ng pauwi eh. So medyo siksikan talaga unahan. Pag hindi ka talaga pursigido, hindi ka desidido na makasakay ng bus, walang mangyayari sa buhay mo. Siguro hanggang tanghali, naghihintay ka pa doon kung gusto mong makaupo lang. So kailangan mo makipaglabanan, squeeze sa mga tao, left and right, sikuhan, balikatan, ika nga, para lang makasakay ka ng bus. Dito, even in London, in busy areas in London, you will not experience that often. Even in Europe, sige, pwede, oo, nakatayo ka, then, let's say, puno na rin yung spaces for standing, pero hindi yung tipong maaboy mo yung kilikili or hininga ng katabi mo. Kasi kahit pa paano, you are well distanced enough sa isa't isa, even if you are just standing. So, and dito kasi in many European countries, may proper schedule, may regular schedule yung kanilang mga buses kung kailan sila darating in each station. And mayroon din, may makita ka ring queue board doon. Makikita mo kung ilang minutes to wait pa for this bus that you wanna hop on to. Gusto mong sakyan papunta to another place. And then, say, at least 3 next buses kung anong oras sila darating. So, hindi ka guys sa atin, hindi mo alam kung may darating ba or what minsan. Ganun yung nangyayari. And which is very important, isn't it? Lalo na kung employee ka, you want to be prompt and maging maaga dun sa work mo. May target kang time. Gusto mong planuhin yung araw mo, yung oras mo, at mahalaga dun yung oras na ilalaan mo for your transportation. Well, let's move on to the advantage number 3, which is ideal place for traveling and exploring other parts of the world. This must be my favorite one. So later on, I'll make another video why I chose UK rather than US or Australia or other attractive countries, English-speaking countries where nurses can work and travel to and go to as a practitioner. And location really is one of the most outstanding reason why I chose UK. And UK, since it is still at the moment, at the time being, and at the time of recording of this video, is still part of EU or European Union, technically. And geographically, UK is close to many European countries, apart from the fact that it is part of EU. So, madaling mag-travel, madaling mamasyal. At, yeah, especially, I love going to old cities. I love modern and contemporary architecture, but it's just so refreshing sometimes to go to old cities in Europe, which is of course the Europe, because one of the first civilizations in the world is from the European continent. So doon mo makikita yung mga Stone Age buildings and other infrastructures. So sa Europe mo makikita yan, no? One of the oldest cities in the world is in Europe. So, yeah, madali siyang mamasyal. Especially it is a whole continent. If you want to go from one place to another, madali lang siya. Hindi mo kailangang masyadong mamangka or mag-travel ng masyadong malayo. So yeah, that is just my favorite, but I'll do another video for that because of course I don't want to take so much time talking about it in this video. Let's move on to the next one. So we're already in a 20 minutes half, so I'm thinking of spending like an hour for this video because this is podcast anyway, so you just meant to listen to it, but nagsisimula pa lang tayo. Video may kasama, of course. Hopefully it's more entertaining. Number 4, moving forward, I'm sorry. Greener pasture, ika nga. Right. So yeah, greener pasture, ika nga. Aminin natin, no? Mas sulit yung oras mo ng pagtatrabaho sa abroad kumpara nung nasa Pilipinas ka pa. In what aspect? Okay, let's say you're working. When I was in the Philippines, many employees are working 8 hours, like I think American time, office hours, yeah. 8 hours, 8 to 5, or 9 to 4 in other countries. So sa Pilipinas, 8 to 5, let's say, ang ordinaryong empleyado na graduate ng college, mag-earn siya, ang salary niya per day, or ang pay niya per day is, let's say, minimum ka nun, kung mag-minimum ka, 400 plus yata nun, 2 years ago. Pero kung medyo nasa magandang kumpanya ka, 500 up to 800. 800 medyo parang ano na nga yun eh. Hindi na nga yun sa first year mo. Sahod ka ng 800 eh. Maliban na lang kung experienced ka na. Pero kung baguhang empleyado ka, newly graduate, magsasahod ka siguro 500 to 700 is already decent. Pero kung magtatrabaho ka sa abroad, that is for your 8 hours, isn't it? So 500 to 800, let's say, or 400, whatever, that is for 8 hours. But dito, magtrabaho ka ng 8 hours, that it's like 10 times of that salary of a day. Could be more, could be a little less, but definitely more than that, which is sulit. So, isa lang yun. Kaya naman, parang ang Philippines mula pa nung panahon ni, I think, Fidel V. Ramos or Cory Aquino, late Cory Aquino period era of presidency. Parang, yeah, doon nagsimula, or early Fidel Ramos period, doon nagsimula na parang pinromote ng gobyerno na magpadala ng mga skilled worker abroad, which will help the economy of the Philippines to grow because of the dollars coming in from Filipino workers sending their money to the Philippines. So the Philippine government did some arrangement with different countries para magpadala ng mga empleyado, yung mga country na nangangailangan din naman ng mga skilled worker, or of course others are the professional ones like teachers. So doon nagsimula yung parang trend, no, na mag-abroad ka na parang magka-college ka, especially kung nurse ka, you are meant to go abroad. But please, I'll make another video about this topic. If you're a nurse, you're not always bound to be an OFW. Remember that. So yeah, that is just one of the reasons. Basically, greener pasture or mas sulit na kita or hanap buhay, no? So yeah, that is number 4. Let's move on to number 5. So sa number 5, I think one of the most outstanding advantages of working abroad is because of numbers of opportunity. So isa lang dyan yung kagaya ng mga nurses. For example, of course, example ko nurses because I'm a professional in this field. I'm a nurse. So yeah. So sa nurses, since isa ang UK sa mga bansa na maluwag yung working hours, hindi masyadong parang bugbog ka dito, hindi kasi ganoon dito sa mga empleyado. So parang bawal, parang ganoon. So parang bawal yung bugbog ka. Liwanag na sa labas ngayon, no? Napansin nyo lumiwanag na. Well, as I was saying, dito sa UK, ayaw nila nung matagal kang nagtatrabaho, yung bubugas sa trabaho, yung buhay mo, more than half of your life is just working. So kaya yung normal working schedule nila, working hours nila is just 37.5 per week. So that accounts to 2 to 3 days or 3 to 4 days of work normally if you're like working on different work schedule, or let's say 8, 10, 12 hours, so 3 to 4 days a week lang yan. But many are working, let's say 8 hours. Sila naman let's say 5 or 4 days a week. So ganun, iba-iba. Pero the idea is maraming oras ngayon yung mga tao para gumawa ng ibang bagay. Ngayon, some people are taking advantage of that opportunity to do another job, or to be employed by another, or to do part-time job, which is very good, di ba? Kasi kung yun ang kailangan mo, kung minsan kailangan mo kumita ng extra easily. For nurses, you can go to a different trust and work as a nurse. Of course, considering the restrictions and terms and conditions of your contract with your employer. Of course, read, okay? So, lots of opportunities. And then sa mga ibang tao naman, kung hindi sila masyadong choosy, anywhere they can work. So, for example, huwag na tayong lumayo. Yung asawa ko, my wife. So, Marie is a professional. She is a nurse, Philippine registered nurse. She is a HAAD certified nurse. And then dito, she is not, since I sponsored her visa, she is under my sponsorship. Hindi siya obligado mag-work as a nurse. So it's up to her kung anong gusto niya. Kung ayaw niya mag-work, okay lang din. Unlike me, at the time being, I am tied to the terms and conditions on my contract with my sponsor of visa, in which I can only work as a nurse and not in any other field. So, sa mga kagaya ni Marie na nag-work as, o Marie na malaya, I mean, kahit anong job pwede niyang gawin. Pwede siyang magtrabaho sa Tesco, sa Asda, Sainsbury. Puro food shop yung naisip ko. Pero, I mean, she can be as flexible as she can. So, ganun yung maganda. Pati yung ibang yung mga asawa dito ng iba, no? Ganun ginagawa nila. Maraming opportunity actually, really, because in many first world countries, many people, paano ko sasabihin to? I should be careful. Maraming tao yung parang minamabuti na lang nilang ilaan sa iba yung oportunidad na makapagtrabaho. I hope you know what I mean. You get the idea of what I'm saying. So, yeah. So, mga Pilipino naman, workaholic. Not just workaholic, but we're up to it. We're up to the challenge of working. So, we're not choosy. We can do anything. We can do whatever they want us to do, really. We're not choosy. That's the idea. Now, enough of the ups or advantages of working as an OFW abroad. OFW. Now, let's move on to the other side. First of all, cost of living. So I thought we ended up with the opportunities and money-making side of things. Now, dito naman tayo sa downside, which is higher cost of living. So, in many first world countries, the tax is higher, which is kaya nga rin sila, isa sa mga factor kung bakit sila umunlad, no? Kung bakit sila nandito sa kung saan sila ngayon. Kasi they have enough money na papasukin, paandarin, pampagawa ng kalsada, pampagawa ng building, para sa libreng edukasyon, libreng health service, medical services to the public. Those funds are coming from the taxes na binabayad ng mga mamamayan. At hindi kami exempted doon. Hindi tayo exempted doon, mga OFW. Mataas yung tax na binabayad natin, which is, I think, Actually, good din naman, no? I'll make another video about this, which is good din kasi nakikita mo sa paligid mo kung ano yung, kung saan napupunta yung tax na binabayad mo. May maayos na kalsada, may maayos na transport system, may may seguridad sa paligid, libreng eskwela ng mga bata hanggang sa sila ay makatapos ng senior high school. So, libre yon hanggang so, yung kolehiyo nila, hindi na libre yon. So, yun, highest cost of living. And imagine, the cost of your accommodation, if you're renting out, is already like, it could be at least, if not half, is 25% of your monthly salary goes to your rental accommodation or your yeah, bahay, lugar tirahan. So, medyo mahirap. Medyo parang, nakakalungkot naman, malaki nawawala. Which is okay lang. Pero yun nga, gagawa ko ng ibang video about this because maraming parang pangit na nangyayari din may kinalaman sa bagay na to. No? Maraming nagsasamantala sa kung anong binibigay ng gobyerno. So yeah, isa yun sa mga mahirap dito, higher cost of living. Bawat galaw mo, tapyas sa wallet mo. If you wanna go to the park, and if you have a car, hindi naman libre ang parking sa lahat ng parke. Limited lang yan actually. So, yun pala magbabayad ka na, bukod pa sa gasolina mo, gasolina na parang 25% o 20% higher than yung presyo dito per liter kumpara sa Pinas. But, yeah, malakas ka naman kumita. Ang kailangan lang dyan, magandang balanse ng cash flow mo in and out. Let's move on to the second one. I would say this is one thing that I noticed staying here for 2 years in UK. Dito, in this particular part of the world, I don't know about different countries, but I know Canada is pretty much the same, in which there's lots of examination you need to take just for you to qualify to a certain practice, to a certain degree of profession, which is good, but they also hurt your wallet or your pockets. Yeah, that is also one reason why I did not choose Canada, or I did not think of going to Canada kasi I don't have the perseverance, I would say, unlike my friends who are in Canada and they're very, very, very good and they are really up to it. They are ready to do all of this. Na mag-exam, and hindi ako handa sa ganun. Medyo tamad din naman ako minsan, no? So, hindi ako handa na mag-aral for like, let's say, gugugulin mo ilang years na ginugul natin sa college, which is already like 6 pa noon yung elementary or grade school. And then high school is 4, that's 10. Then 4 years in college, that's 14. It's 14 years of my life spending in school. And I have my own reasons why I don't want to go further studying. So that is just one. Yun nga, so sa atin, madalas mainit. Siyempre, most of the time of the year, mainit and madali ding makapunta sa mga beaches. Especially if you're from a certain part of the world na napapaligiran na maraming beaches, is konting drive lang madali na. So, kung nainitan ka, pwede ka mag-swim. Maraming resorts. So, kagaya nun, dito, the difference is malamig dito most of the time of the year, even when it's summer. Parang recently lang, due to global warming, nagkakaroon ng extreme hot summer dito. So, nagre-reach ng 39, 40, almost 38, which is already extremely hot for locals or for native people here in the UK. But for us, parang natural lang yun. Pero iba na rin, grabe na rin sa Pilipinas ngayon, no? 45, whatever, sobra na rin. And of course, kung nasa ganitong parte ka ng bansa, malamig, ng mundo, parte ng mundo na malamig, kailangan mong bumili ng additional na mga kasuotan, jackets na makakapal. Which is, tapyas na naman sa bulsa mo yon. Boots or footwear na makakapal. So, gagastos mo rin yon. Pag magpantalon ka, minsan hindi sapat, kailangan mo pa ng um, another bottom piece sa loob, like tights or like warming tights, something like that. mga mga cold deterrent na mga suot. So, cold resistant na mga suot. So, yun. Medyo magastos din. At tapos, hindi pa siya laging safe mag-travel pagka laging wet or kaya snowy. So, isa yun sa mga disadvantages which is hindi natin problema sa Philippines, isn't it? Next one, and the last, of course, is discrimination. So, hindi mo mawawala. May discrimination. At ang pangunahing factor dyan is kulay ng balat. Okay, I'll make another video kung about discrimination, ups and downs, and what we can do. So, sa discrimination, andyan na yan eh. May mga taong mayroong superiority complex. At hindi mo rin naman masisisi yung mga taga dito kasi bansa nila to. So, parang many of them, at least not all of them, but many of them will think na parang kami ang mas dominante dito kasi kami taga dito. And also, pag yung kulay ng balat mo, sabi ko nga, nakakalungkot man isipin, nandun talaga yon. Hindi, itong kinasabi ko hindi lang sa personal kong experience, kundi obserbasyon ko din. I like observing people around me. So, their behaviors and everything, because I like absorbing their good characteristics, and I just like to study and observe as well their negative personalities or characteristics. So may mga nakakalungkot, no? Yung iba makita mo, tuturin nila na mas mababa yung isa kumpara sa kanila. Kasi dahil lang ganito ang kulay niya. Kasi taga dito siya at hindi siya taga doon siya dahil hindi siya taga dito. Parang ganon. So, walang exempted dyan eh. Walang exempted dyan. Actually, maski tayong mga Pinoy, medyo may ugali din tayong ganyan na nagdi-discriminate tayo ng ibang lahi. Hindi lang natin alam. Iniisip lang natin dahil tayo ay brown and Asian is tayo na ang minamata. Actually, nakakalungkot lang dahil marami din sa atin yung nagsasalita ng negatibo towards other people, towards other nationalities. So, hindi tayo exempted. Tayo mismo nang discriminate ng iba. Hindi na siguro mawawala yan sa sistema na to ng mundo na to sa kasalukuyan. Parang thankful, no? Mag-e-end din ang lahat ng ito in the future. So, the idea is, kailangan mo lang, if you are on the lower end of the equation, kailangan mo lang i-prove yung sarili mo. Kailangan mo lang na patunayan kung ano yung kaya mong gawin. At ang pinakamagandang gawin mo dyan is show them that you know what you're doing. Yun lang, no? Very interesting topic, discrimination. But yeah, it is not new to many. But discrimination is really a sad reality that is just in the air. It's in the air. It exists everywhere. That's what I mean. So, those are the ups and downs. Now, finally, I want to talk about the lessons, the Lucios thoughts. That's how I want to call it. What are the moral lessons of this video, of this topic that we're talking about? For my colleagues, for the other OFWs, what I learned from this realization and what I can share to you is to have a plan. Plan your life. Plan your time. Plan your expenses. Set targets. Kasi ang pinakamahalaga dito, hindi yung magtrabaho ka na magtrabaho. Many people are saying that's why we are here abroad, to work, to make money, to generate money, to be a money machine, others saying. But yeah, ang pinakamahalaga, paalala ko lang, pinakamahalaga ay ang oras mo para sa Diyos at ang oras mo para sa pamilya mo. Hindi nalalayo dun sa pamilya mo yung oras mo para sa sarili mo. No? Lalo na sa mga ama. mga head of the family. So, yun ang mga mas mahalagang bagay. Oras mo sa Diyos, oras mo sa pamilya mo, sa sarili mo, kaysa sa mga material na bagay. So, ito ay sensitibong bagay. Pero hindi mo basta-basta hindi to basta-basta maintindihan ng isang tao kung walang maingat na pag-aaral at pagsasaliksik may kinalaman sa bagay na to. And also, yeah, be generous. Be generous sa mga nangangailangan na deserving matulungan. Lalo na sa mga magulang nyo. At yeah, even the Bible saying na generosity is really a very important things that we should be doing. That's a very important thing na dapat meron tayo na ginagawa natin yan. So, kung may kapasidad ka magbigay sa magulang mo, is napakabuting bagay niya na gawin. No? At lalo sa iba pa na nangangailangan. So, ang nangangailangan na deserving matulungan. Maraming nangangailangan sa atin. Maski kami nangangailangan. Maski ako nangangailangan. Pero anong pinagkaiba ng iba? Yung iba nangangailangan pero walang ginagawa para matustusan yung kanilang pangangailangan. So, hindi yun fair para sa mga taong may pangangailangan at nagsusumikap na mapunan yung kanilang pangangailangan. Pero, nakakalungkot, maraming tao yung kagaya natin, nangangailangan. Pero, yun nga, umaasa na may ibang taong papasan sa kanilang mga pangangailangan or tutugon sa kanilang pangangailangan. Though, wag natin kalimutan na may mga limitasyon din naman yung iba, no? Lalo na yung ilan sa mga magulang natin na syempre yung kanilang physical na kalagayan ay hindi na suitable for them to work. Hindi na nila kaya. So, balance things out. For OFWs as well, try to enjoy. Huwag masyadong babubog sa trabaho. Alam niyo yun? Remember the idea that you don't want to live just to survive. You want to live to serve God. You want to live to enjoy life. You want to live to be of service to other people. You want to live to really give back to God, and also do His will. So imagine, no? Planuhin. Huwag kang magpakabugbog sa trabaho kasi para saan ba yan? Ginagawa mo na yan. Oo, merong mga tao na may mga sinusustentuhan sa kolehiyo, may mga OFW na may pinapatapos nga sa pag-aaral, may mga sakit ng pamilya sa Pilipinas na kailangan ng panggastos para sa kanilang gamot. Pero kumbaga kailangan ng prioritization, no? Para at least mapunan natin mga bagay na yon. We are all mature enough, I think, and I'd like to think that we are all mature enough to prioritize things out. So, yeah, huwag magpakabugbog sa trabaho, enjoy life, make sure of your priorities are being taken into considerations. Now, for families ng OFW, so, ito lang, no? Siguro narinig nyo naman na to sa iba o sa before. Hindi po tinatabo ang pera sa abroad. Hindi tinatabo. In fact, you cannot buy a tabo here abroad. It's a Filipino thing or an Asian thing, so hindi ko makakabili ng tabo dito. But joking aside, your relatives abroad, your family member abroad, they are not money machine. So, hindi ganun kadali. Kagaya ng mga nasabi ko kanina, marami silang pinagdaanan para makarating sa kuna. Nasaan sila? Kaya hindi basta-basta yon. I-appreciate natin yung ginagawa nila. Huwag nating samantalahin, huwag tayo mag-take advantage. Kung kaya mas maganda kung mag-OFW yung isa, mag-set kayo ng goal, pag-usapan nyo kung ano bang magiging sistema natin ngayon, lalo na sa finances. Importante yan. So, yeah. Para may ma-achieve naman yung nag-abroad, kailangan din yan ng tulong ng mga pamilyang naiwan sa Pilipinas, mga dependents particularly. So for families as well, number 4, kamustahin din natin yung mga pamilya natin sa abroad. Pamilya natin or relatives natin abroad. Hindi yung tatawag tayo pag anak, ano na, ate, kuya, may bayarin, dyan na, naniningil na, ito na, ganyan na, ganyan na. So, many people are very good, no? Sa pangangamusta. Sa anak nila, sa kapatid nila, sa magulang nila. I'd like to think yung mga anak na alala rin yung mga magulang nila, hindi lang kapag may kailangan. Kung nasa abroad man yung magulang, no? Kasi hindi talaga biro yung gumawa ng pera. So, kumustahin nyo? Isa yun sa mga importanteng bagay na magawa natin. Ma-maintain natin yung communication between the family or within the family, between the kid, the child, and the parent, the child, and between siblings. So, maganda na nandun yung communication. Hindi lang pag may kailangan, hindi lang kapag, alam mo yan. Dahil, yun na lang, sometimes that is the only thing that we can do, and that is the only thing that OFWs need to keep on going in life. Na at least, ganahan pa rin silang kumayod, magtrabaho, yung makamusta man lang sila na maramdaman nila na iniisip sila ng pamilya nila sa Pilipinas ng mga naiwan nila, no? Na hindi sila ginagawang money maker lang or money machine. Yep. And lastly, this is a very important piece of advice from me to you. Kung lalo na kung nandiyan ka pa sa Pilipinas at nagpaplano ka mag-abroad, pag-isipan. No? Pag-isipan kung kailangan mo ba talaga mag-abroad? Para saan ba at mag-abroad ka? Para ba makabili lang ng panibagong sasakyan? I said panibago, ibig sabihin meron ka na. Para lang ba makabili ng condominium kung meron ka namang natitiran? Para lang ba, alam mo yan, mag-level up sa buhay kung nakaka-survive ka naman ng maayos dyan na hindi ka masyadong nagdudusa? Baka pwede namang manatili ka na lang sa Pilipinas. I'm not discouraging most of you or all of you to stay back home, stay where you are in the Philippines kung talaga namang kailangan mong mag-abroad. So what I'm just trying to say here is pag-isipan, planuhin, umupo kasama ang magulang, kasama ang mga kapatid. Kailangan nyo ring i-anticipate ano bang mangyayari pag umalis na ako. Gano'n ba kalaki yung kikitain ko pag nag-abroad ako? Baka naman walang masyadong pinagkaiba kung nandito lang din ako. Baka konting kahit ko lang dito sa Pilipinas, halos pareho na lang rin. Baka ganon, though hindi sa lahat ng magkakataon, ganon yung sitwasyon. Balansehin, no? Balansehin. Actually, that's what I always do, no? When I'm trying to make big decisions in my life, I'm thinking about it for weeks, for months. Not for, but pinag-isipan ko yan sa loob ng maraming oras, maraming araw, maraming linggo, maraming buwan. No? At even though I'm doing other things in life, at the back of my mind, I'm thinking kung kailangan ko ba talaga itong gawin, sulit man gawin to. And minsan, what I always do is sit down, write it on the paper, advantages, disadvantages. Pag nag-abroad ako, ano nga bang advantages? Pag nag-stay na lang ako dito, ano nga bang advantages nun? At pag nag-abroad ka, ano bang disadvantages? Pag nag-stay ka, may disadvantages ba? So mga ganun, kung minsan kailangan mo isulat para maging clear sa utak mo, hindi pwedeng naghahalo-halo lang sila dyan, floating lang sila dyan. Dahil it helps a lot kapag pictographically, but if visually makikita mo na naubos pala yung memory ng ating camera. So naputol yung dami kong sinabi kanina. But yeah, it helps a lot kung makikita mo na ito lang pala yung advantages and dito ganito pala karami yung disadvantages. So, importante yun. Baka naman pala, and then each advantages, pwede mo siyang i-analyze kung pwede naman pala masolusyonan. Talaga bang significant yung advantage na yan? So baka naman pwedeng magstay ka rito, konting pagsusumikap lang, magawa na ng paraan. O baka naman may ibang solusyon, pwede masolusyonan yung advantage na to nang hindi ka na kailangang umalis. So, alam mo yun, write them down, And then you can ask your friends working abroad kung kamusta ba yung sitwasyon nila doon, ano ba ang mga nagiging challenges nila, ano bang kailangan mo maghandaan, ano bang posibleng maging fallback nito. And speak with your parents, no? Sit down, decide, and talk things out with them and see if talaga bang kailangan ba natin sa pamilya natin doon, nanay, tatay. Usually, ganyan kasi yung sitwasyon. O kaya sa asawa mo naman, sit down with your wife, lalo kung hindi mo sila makakasama sa pag-abroad, which is napakahirap, no? So, Han ba talaga nyo? Mami, daddy, mahal, giliw ko, kailangan ko ba talagang mag-abroad? Kailangan mo ba talagang, or ikaw, kailangan mo ba talagang umalis? Baka naman pwedeng magtipid na lang tayo rito, bawasan na lang natin yung ganito, ganyan natin. At siguro, magtinda ako ng ganito, ganyan. Pagka ganyan-ganyan sa trabaho, maraming pwedeng solusyon, no? So, kailangan nyo i-consider, lalo na kung may anak kayo. Pero kung magagawan din naman ng paraan, pag nag-abroad kayo, ay pwedeng isama yung pamilya or sumunod, not too late or not too far pag alis mo, sumunod sila, which is baka pwede naman, which is nakikita kong nagagawa ng ibang tao dito. Okay, siguro. So, iba-iba tayo ng sitwasyon, no? Kailangan yung pag-aralan, yung mga payo ko may not be applicable to you, but at least you're getting the idea. You're getting the idea of doing what should be done before you make a decision. Ang pinaka-importante sa lahat, no, ipagdasal natin yan. Ipagdasal niyo yung buong pamilya sa Diyos kasi the human mind is very limited. So why not go to someone who created this mind because he knows better? Because ito, tayo lang, ginawa niya to ginawa to ng Diyos. So, the wisdom from Him is very abundant and it's limitless. Ours is just limited. So, it can enlighten you. It can help you really understand things when it comes to decision making, not just going abroad. Not just about going abroad, but of course, the many things in life. So, yeah, wag mo kalimutang ipagdasal yan. And I think we'll wrap it up here. Okay na, okay, that's all that I can tell you guys about this particular topic, about the realities or top 10 realities about going abroad. Not top 10, but 10 realities about being an OFW. I hope marami kayong natutunan at makatulong sa inyo to, lalo na sa mga nasa Pilipinas pa, sa paggawa nyo ng decision kung aalis ba talaga kayo or kung kailangan nyo ba talagang mag-abroad. At kung yung mga nasa abroad naman, sana man nakatulong din sa inyo tong podcast natin na to para malaman nyo kung nasaan ba kayo ngayon. Where are you standing now in your life? Ano ba ang mangyayari pa? Ano na bang nangyari? Ano na bang nagawa ko? Ano na bang na-achieve ko? At ano pa bang kailangan kong gawin para ma-achieve ko yung goal ko? No? Kailangan mong isa dyan. But don't forget your priorities in life. The priorities in life is God, your family, yourself. And others, of course, to give service to others. And yeah, so sana nakatulong para magkaroon ng direction yung buhay natin, puro parehas, no? Ako sa sarili ko nakikinabang din ako kasi nagkakaroon ako ng reflection, really, not just about other people but for myself as well. Ano pa bang kailangan kong gawin? Because I'm teaching you guys, definitely me teaching that or teaching this thing or sharing this thing to you should be able where I am now in my life. But yeah, if you have any questions or you have any ideas in mind na sa tingin nyo makakatulong sa kapwa natin OFWs or sa pamilya natin sa Pilipinas, comment it down below because there's a lot of things that I want to talk about in this channel. And I'll make a shortcut version of this one and upload it to our TheLucios Life channel. I'll link in the description below. I'll put the link in the description below for the summary. But I hope you like this one. And if you do, please don't be shy to give it a thumbs up. Pindutin mo yung thumbs up na yan. And then share to others if you wanna share the same thoughts that I've shared with you to them. Para lahat tayo makagawa tayo ng community ng mga Pilipinong nagtutulungan, OFWs. At alam mo yun, magkaroon tayo ng direction sa buhay. At of course, Don't forget to subscribe in this button down here para makatulong yan para mag-grow natin yung channel na to at magkaroon ng silbi yung ginagawa natin, and also ma-motivate kami na gumawa pa ng ganito mga contents in the future. Sooner or later, we'll have some guests here in this channel. We can have a chat with, kwentuhan tayo sa kanila about tips na mabibigay nila sa atin, about some practical things in life that we can talk about and share with you. Gagawin natin yon. And until next time, please, again, as we always say, always share your smile and spread the love, because life is delicious. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.